Is it soup yet?
Hey,
It is.
It's time for Thursday Night Soup.
It
Join
is.
Doc, co-host Jeff Kendall,
That's
and
me.
many
and
other
I-
famous celebrities as we discuss music, movies,
Yeah.
and just plain cause havoc across the internet. And
yeah,
now,
we do that.
get
Yeah.
ready. Let's
the
welcome
vasectomy.
Doc Docus.
Yeah.
I want my Thursday
not?
night soup now!
Welcome to another Thursday night. I'm going to have to get that redone and have Tim Allen added to the thing somehow.
Because
How
he's
am I-
here a
how am I-
lot.
How am I going to get that done? I don't know. But look, there's people out there. Yay.
Sure.
Yeah, there's James Farley's out there.
Uh,
Harry Humstone's out there. Whoa. Now, see, we show records and stuff. You should show your
Yeah,
finds
yeah.
at the yard sales. Yeah.
mhm.
And AZ Mick, she just says smile. Okay. And to all you people out there who are there,
I bid you welcome.
sure. Look, Jeff Kendall's out there.
I'm here. You need to hit the button, Doc. Yeah.
Sometimes I hit the button and nothing happens.
mm-hmm.
Let me try it. I get another chance.
So you have a stroke in your button finger?
I don't know. Okay,
Okay.
wait a minute. I'm gonna hit the button. Ah,
It's him.
Buttons.
yeah. Wait, what's that say? It's summer. I'm single. Something. People need
People
to know.
need to know. Okay.
Take
Mhm.
notes. Take notes. Yes, and here we are on another
We're here.
Thursday night. Yeah,
Thursday night soup time.
it is, and a good stack of records in a while.
Great. Sounds
Here-
good. Now we just started. We've got 3 and we've got space for 3 more. So if you want to come on up.
Yeah, see, even Star Trek
Go on
says
up.
hello to Han Eric.
Hey guys. Yes.
Yes, look, there's more people. Matt Stickman's here.
Matt
Yay.
Stickman's here.
Christian
Star Trekker. and
Scusa.
Harry Humstone. It's Piccolina the Cat.
Piccolina's here. Oh my
Yes.
God. Star
Mhm.
studded.
And Peter Boostroy.
Peter
Oh,
Boothroyd.
Boothroyd, sorry.
Hello, everyone.
And it's
Oh,
Gur.
all the
Paul,
people. Yay.
Peter,
Gur's
Piccolina,
here.
everyone.
Yay. Wow. Fantastic. Got people here. What else do we got here? Well,
Also-
are they all watching that Democratic convention?
Yeah, like I told you, it's a cartoon. One
Yeah.
more night at the car. They tomorrow night they're going to do. You know what they do at the Bugs Bunny show? Where they, the shore, and all of the Democrats going to run out there and
Dun, 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 dun.
yeah, and then Monday they'll go back to the reality. The Joe Biden.
Hey,
stuff.
what high school head?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. I
And
know
that's,
that.
that's all I'm talking about politics tonight. So, hi
Sup.
guys.
Sup.
What's up? It's Thursday.
Sup. Yeah. And it is Thursday, which means tomorrow is Friday, and we're basically on another weekend again.
Another weekend.
Ooh. But I do have an adventure coming up.
Oh, where you going, Doc?
I'm going to London on Saturday.
London, Ontario.
Yes.
Okay. I was going to say.
Please,
I'm right. Oh, you're good.
London,
Plane,
Ontario.
yeah.
It's about a 2-hour drive. And
Mhm.
the reason for this is because Boo Boo was in London about roughly 3 or so weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he found this wonderful marketplace up there
Uh-oh.
that's got a ton of stuff. And he says, you gotta see, let's go, we gotta see. So on Saturday, I said, okay, all right, let's go see. So we are going to London to see this wonderful thing that he thinks it's so wonderful, and I hope I think it's wonderful too.
Mhm.
Yeah. Paul just
Yeah.
Hell.
Yeah, he's right here.
Yeah, cats and soup are a better topic. We're gonna see some scary cats. Indeed, we have tons of
Yeah.
scary.
It's not.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not what I thought you were gonna say, Doc. I thought you were gonna say that
Boo Boo went there like 3 weeks ago, and Robert P gave him great stuff, so he wants to go back.
Well, actually, he wants to do that too, but
There's probably a big spaghetti restaurant. He can go have some spaghetti. Yeah, that'd be good. You know.
I
You don't last very long. The
Yeah.
the videos of Boo Boo eating are over pretty quickly.
And it's gone.
I know. He and I went out for pizza earlier in the week. Medium-sized pizza.
Mhm.
Okay. And I'm sorry. We each had a medium-sized pizza. So there was one for each.
Oh, okay.
He just took his like, wow.
So how much of your pizza did Boo Boo have?
Oh no, I ate it all.
Oh,
It's not like he finished his and reached over. All right.
give me that.
Exactly. Boo. I clicked it. Come on. Boo Boo eating videos are called shorts.
Yes, Boo Boo eating shorts.
Yes.
Oh, Star Trekker made spaghetti.
Oh, enjoy your spaghetti, Star Trekker. I'm probably going to make some Saturday.
I'm going to make some ravioli soon.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yes. I mean, it's the same thing as spaghetti. You just dump ravioli in it.
Now, do you dunk bread in your spaghetti?
Do I
Take
dump
a piece of bread and dunk it into bread in the sauce and take a bite?
No,
You don't do that?
no.
You don't have a big chunk
Like
piece of
garlic
bread
bread.
with your spaghetti and maybe a big piece of cheese and dunk it into your spaghetti and eat it?
Parmesan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. To each his own.
Yeah, but that's when I make it. If I go to some
Yeah.
restaurant, they have some
Oh,
garlic.
yeah. They have a salad and breadsticks, and I want
Yeah,
some more.
exactly.
And there you
I
go.
have garlic bread. Excuse me. Well, only when I go to a restaurant. If I make it here, I just make a pot and just.
Sometimes I could buy it at the store. I don't make it. I could buy it at the store then.
You just wait, James Farley. Whoa! I'm so slender. Whoa! No. Not really. My poor wife is jet lagged. Can't get her to give me supper ideas. She just wants to sleep.
You can always have takeout. You know, go down the hill and get you a burger or a pizza or
Wants
Chinese.
hungry man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But wait, let's talk about music for a while because that's
Yes.
what you come for.
Does anybody have new stuff? Do
Uh,
you have new stuff, Doc?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
I found a bargoon that I'm very proud of.
No. Okay.
And I'm even gonna make myself big for this one.
Okay. I
Oh,
see.
just before I do, soft bread
Yes.
or rolls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
They're
usually
good.
eat garlic bread.
Yes.
It's good. I like. I just don't do it at home.
That's fine. Now, where you at, Doc? Oh,
Beth-
Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Ooh, how many of you have seen this one? Ooh.
Not that one, but I've seen a best of.
Well, so have I, but I've always liked, oh, not this time. I'll get it at another time.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I've always said later on. But then I found this one. It's 2 CDs.
Oh, it's all the Jethro Tull you ever want to have.
I would think so, yes. And I thought, what's this now? 2 CDs. And here comes the best part, the price.
$2.29.
$2.29.
Yes. Now, did it have their hit single?
I think it's got all their hits. In
Okay, because I think they had one hit, and it's called "Bungle in the Jungle."
They had more
1974.
hits than that.
Did they have more hits than that? Okay.
They
well,
got at
maybe
least
so.
a lot more airplay than that. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
about
Mhm.
actual hits, but
Yeah.
Because I bought the single.
Aqualung and
That's yeah,
Living
Aqualung
in the
and them and the
all
yeah.
that kind of stuff.
That's a good disc for 2 CDs. Yeah.
I said for $2.29, this is coming.
Yes.
I'm assuming the Christmas song is on there. I hope so. That's my favorite. Jethro Tull.
I do believe it is. I do believe it is.
Should be fairly early on it if it's on
The
there.
only trouble is, look how they put the
Yeah.
track. It's like so tiny.
You've
Unless
got
they
two.
threw it on the end because it's a
Yeah.
Christmas song, it should be like fairly early on the CD.
Yeah,
if they
well,
put
I
Yeah.
think this goes
Yep,
like
you're going chronologically.
but I do believe I saw it on this. So like, yes, I wait, what? My son loves all the songs.
Oh, good.
So do I. Well, yeah, well, 97%. There's a couple.
Mhm. Yeah, pretty much. Me too.
I could do without Bronny R.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about Presents, but the rest of the albums I like.
Oh, I like Presents.
Oh, you like Presents? Okay, well,
I like
there you go.
Presents. I have
I
new
like
colors.
presents too. You get them at Christmas, birthdays.
Yeah, so do I too.
Oh, wait, not colored, just black. Black is a color. I'm jealous of all you guys. What, because of the records or because of the spaghetti? Sure
I
what.
didn't have spaghetti.
Of
Yeah,
course,
yeah, he is.
Of course. Okay. Now on to Jeff.
Is it my turn? Okay.
Yes, your
Well, I
turn.
had to go to Oklahoma City on Tuesday because I had to take a road trip and take Joy to get her van. It was serviced. So I got to go to a Half Price Books in Oklahoma City, and they had I think they were stopping the 2 for $5 items, but I still got 2 for items for $5, and actually one was 2. And I have this for $2.50. Cheap Trick's Greatest Hits. I've always been a Cheap Trick fan. And I got one because Steve Schnee plays a lot of her music on Ski Lodge. I have the very best of Petula Clark. This was $2. And yesterday, there's this new thrift store. They had a bunch of new CDs, and I found something for $1. It's not remastered, but it was $1. So 2 CDs of the Doors, very best of the Doors, and this was 2 CDs for $1. I'm not crazy about the jewel case, but yeah, that was $1. So
$1.
that's the stuff I have so far. And I didn't tell you I ordered a Fleetwood Mac CD of the original band, and it should be here by Sunday. Hopefully it'll be here by Sunday.
Which one?
It's like a best of.
Is that the one with the red cover?
No, it was another one. It was an English best of because I heard a bunch of their songs because I have the original Black Magic Woman and a song called Oh Well that I like.
Yeah, because
And
this apparently was a British one put out.
oh, okay. Mhm.
Because I looked on the back and it's got London, England as the
Yeah.
So like no wonder I never saw it before. So it's
Yeah.
an
Well, hopefully, I'm hoping it says my Fleetwood Mac CD is on the way, so hopefully I'll get it.
goodwill.
It just happens. You have to be persistent every day, So
You got a lot of Jethro there.
That's a-
people,
yeah, 2 CDs of Jethro Tull.
Guess what color it is? Black. Right, yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, isn't that amazing? I got one too.
Playing match game.
Oh my gosh, three-way match. But look at Tim has a
Tim has a promo copy, I guess.
ooh,
I have a hype sticker. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
promo copy.
Oh,
but I have a
okay.
hype sticker.
Mm-hmm.
amazing. Yeah. Oh, and what else do you have?
Oh, no, nothing so far.
No,
think-
you showed something else. Come on.
No, that's all. My
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
you
doors.
did, yes.
excuse me, my doors.
Yeah.
Oh,
However, Tim says
he's got another one.
This one's better. but
Okay,
this
that
one-
one's better than this one, but this one was $1. So I mean,
In my opinion, this one's,
Yeah.
it's got more tracks on it. And it's remastered.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a double, and it's in a thin jewel case.
Oh yeah,
ooh,
yeah. I went
ooh.
back to my Goodwill
It has
today
a
and
nice
I
cardboard
got a bunch
sleeve,
of Christmas CDs in.
and you pull the CD out, and it's exactly the same.
Did we plan this?
We did.
Do you think we
No,
do that?
no, this is, I always have those sitting there next to me.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
what's
hopefully
this?
my Fleetwood
then we
Mac
can
CD
play-
by Sunday.
Are we gonna play the unmatched game? Yeah, let's play the unmatched
The
game.
unmatched game. Well, here we go. I've got two of Clark's greatest hits. Oh my gosh, but they're all different.
All
How-
unmatched, and it says made in Israel, but it's from Constructaweg Ruddermond.
But, have you played that yet, Jeff?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. because
That's
I
pretty good.
was judging by the cover, it could have been remakes. That's why I asked.
Yeah. It actually sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, I
I
guess
mean, I might if I
that-
see that Rhino one, I'm gonna pick it up. But that one's what I'll have because I always, I want some more. I got a Dusty Springfield and a couple other ladies in my collection. So
Anything on Rhino is good.
Oh yeah.
You can't ever go wrong with Rhino.
oh, wait, I have a bone to pick with Mr. Fit to be tie-dye.
Uh-oh.
He don't like anything on presents. Well, except for T for one. That's all he likes. Like, come on. Achilles' Last Stand, Candy Store Rock. What's the other one I like on it? Royal Orleans. Nobody's fault but mine.
They made that album when Robert Plant was recovering from an accident. He broke his ankle.
But that's not saying that's still not a good album.
I know, but still, he was sitting there singing in a chair, and I read somewhere he did something and he slipped and fell down on his ankle.
I think they went weirder on In Through the Outdoor.
Well, yeah, he's saying they never came back. That's the album before.
No, I love In Through the
After,
Outdoor.
that's the album after Presents. They never came back.
No.
Yeah, but I still think this is fine album.
Yeah. I'm wondering if In Through the Outdoor could have been a 2 CD set, but maybe some of the songs on Coda didn't fit.
Oh, the ones on Coda were.
Yeah.
Well, can I say I don't have it anymore, but I bought the 3-record version of Coda, the remastered version.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And I liked all of the bonus tracks better than anything on the actual album. I'm like, why didn't they use these?
Why did they do this?
I thought the other 2 discs were so much better than the disc that they gave.
Yeah, the only song that I felt would fit into the Outdoor, they had this song called Darlene.
Yeah,
and I really liked that one. The rest of them were kind of, But there you go.
See, what's
James, I only know of 2. She sang it in French, I'm sure, because that's how she started her career. A lot of people don't know. She wasn't French, but she started in France and had a lot of hits in France before she moved back to the UK.
Now, these are all American songs,
I think, besides English. Those are the only 2 I know of.
It sounds to me like I need the bonus one of Coda, because the Coda that I got, I'm not happy.
Yeah, no, the bonus tracks were. I'm like, how can, why didn't I never get that kind of thing? They have all this unreleased material and then pick the worst of it and put it out, and they skip the better stuff to not put out. I don't know, but anyway, yeah.
Well, that kind of bums me out because I've got the regular Coda, and right now I can't think of what's my favorite song off Coda, and it's not Darlene. So, gosh.
Now that version of "I Can't Quit You, Babe" was pretty good. I can't quit you, babe, and the music goes, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So
you got the deluxe box set, and the Coda bonus disc is the best part.
Yeah, it's good. Well, I didn't buy any CDs, but I bought more movies if you want to see.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Great, but they're interesting.
Okay.
I still have never seen this because I'm not a big fan, but this was 99 cents on Blu-ray. So I picked it up.
Ooh.
Okay.
And it's in its own little packaging as opposed to the typical disc.
I'll forgive you because it was $1. So.
And I'm pretty sure this is what's Carrie Fisher's last film.
Yeah.
So
I think
that up.
Yeah.
That was 99 cents.
Not, and again, another film that I should have had and didn't.
Ooh, okay, that's a good one.
Gregory Peck and To Kill a Mockingbird, and like I said, there's a whole disc of bonus material.
Well, good.
So that was everything was $1 except this. This is $2, and I hemmed and hawed, and finally I bought it, but $2. It's sealed. That's
Roy
why
Orbison.
$2. It's a Roy Orbison documentary. I have no idea. I never heard of it. There's a list of people. I don't know if you can see it. That's
That's a
on
lot of
That is
people.
life, yeah.
it.
Robin Gibb and Bono and Bill
Yeah,
Wyman.
Johnny Cash and
Pee-wee
I didn't
Herman.
even know about this movie. He didn't direct it, but he presents it, which means he had something to do with it. Blood Brothers, presented by
okay.
John Woo, and I love
Oh,
Hong
okay.
Kong cinema. And
Woo!
Do you have John Woo's television series?
yeah, I think it's pretty
Once a Thief?
bad. It's pretty bad. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's based on a movie that he did. The
Oh,
movie
yeah,
is
yeah.
so much better.
There was a Canadian series. Yeah.
But yeah, so there you go,
Mhm.
Blood Brothers. No idea, but
Yeah.
again, and now we're getting. I don't know which one of these to show last. I'll show the other one last. It's the cheesiest. I have no idea what this is. 15 episode.
It's an early The Black. It looks like is it a serial or a TV series?
Yeah, it's a serial. It's a 15-part
Okay.
serial.
Oh,
But I don't
okay.
know if it's its own thing or I'm
okay,
assuming
interesting.
it is. I have no idea.
Mhm.
But for $1, I bought
I
a
love
15-part
cheesy
serial
little serials. Yeah.
on one disc because that's
Oh yeah, they're all
quality.
crammed on one disc. Yeah. Mhm.
And this is 2 discs, and this just looks so cheesy. I had to buy it.
Oh, okay.
Monte Carlo with,
Mhm.
With
George
Joan
Kennedy or
and-
George
George
John-
Hamilton.
George Hamilton and
George Hamilton and
Collins.
Joan Collins.
When
Yeah.
she was a little
And
younger. Yeah.
this apparently was a tape made for TV 2-part mini series or something.
Okay.
But this is also extended beyond what we showed on TV.
Oh, lucky you.
So I have no idea, but
Let me see.
it is 2 discs, and
No, it looks good. Yeah.
it doesn't look good. It looks awful.
Okay.
But
Well, I mean, the
I don't know why I
packaging
bought
looks
it.
good. Yeah.
And that's it. That's everything.
Mhm.
We,
Well, that
we
sounds
have
good.
a question for you, Tim. Do you have the Close Encounters of the Third Kind Criterion 3 disc laser something? What? Laser disc.
I can't remember if it's 3 discs. I have the Criterion. I do have the Criterion Close Encounters. It's more than 1 disc. Maybe it's 3. I can't remember. But so my answer is probably yes, because I have the Criterion Laserdisc, and they probably only put out 1 version.
Yeah.
It's not like today when there's 15,000 variants of everything they put out. So
Yeah.
the answer is most likely yes.
I went to my Walmart today, and they're starting to put out the Halloween candy,
Oh,
and they got the horror films out for.
ooh, spooky.
I was going to see if there's anything I have, but I have almost everything. Yeah. But what Halloween candy tastes bad if it's out for like a couple of
Oh,
months?
hell no. Feed it to the
No, candy.
Okay, I guess kids
Most
don't
candy is
mind.
good for more than a year. And
Okay.
Yummy.
Well, okay. I guess our kids will eat anything.
Yeah.
Those kids
Meanwhile,
will eat
back
rocks.
to Led Zeppelin talk. DC says, my wife would like to clip the last 2 or 3 minutes off Achilles' Last Stand. Drives her crazy.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything bad about Achilles' Last Stand.
she keeps hoping it will go into some Rudy Valley sounding stuff.
Isn't hey, what can I do on Coda? It's not on there?
No.
They could have stuck that on there because
It's
that was a
in
B-side.
space somewhere.
It wasn't released. It was a B-side. It was Coda was all unreleased.
Yeah, but
stuff.
they
It was-
never-
B-side of the Immigrant song. Yeah.
yeah.
Like, shame on them. They should have put it on somewhere.
Well,
Well, it's on Greatest Hits. It's on a couple of Greatest
Best
Hits
of.
compilations.
It is? Oh, you
Yeah, I
mean
have
Well,
the
on
Mother's
vinyl,
Day
though. I
disc.
don't. Well, on vinyl Greatest Hits later, but at the time you could only get it as a single until CD. era.
Do either of you have the Led Zeppelin DVD with all the video clips and concert footage? I found out there's one of their best ofs, something called Mothership, has a limited edition with a DVD of video clips on it. The 2 CD
Yeah,
best
I've
of with a
seen
DVD.
Mothership, but I don't think it was a video disc in it.
No, there's a DVD in some versions of it. I'm gonna have to look for it because I want to get some video of it.
Yeah, it's all coming out. I saw it out last week. They were putting.
Oh yeah, You'll be out because it's almost September, and then they'll probably in mid-September the Christmas stuff is coming out because they're Walmart. They're putting stuff, taking stuff to the back. They're
I'm
opening up
sure
shelves for all
it's
that.
out in some stores already.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
At least some of it. I guarantee at Sam's Club, at least some Christmas stuff is out. They probably haven't got their trees up yet, but that's coming really soon.
Oh yeah. Does anybody like any Robert Plant solo stuff?
Yeah.
Because I have a 2-disc best of.
I like the first
Robert
album he
Plant
did with
stuff.
Alison Krauss.
I made my own.
I don't think that's on there. It's his classic ones.
I'm just trying to think. How does the last bit of Achilles' Last Stand go?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. And that's the part that the wife doesn't like, or doesn't.
Yeah.
Or what was that? She'd like to clip it off. Drives her crazy. How does it go?
AQ.
I
don't remember that one. That's okay.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, exactly. I clipped that. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, Honey Dripper stuff has been too bad.
Everybody.
Yeah, 'cause he has.
You know what? I'm glad they did the whole album.
Yeah, me too.
I think an album could have ruined Plant's career, to be honest.
Yeah, he's put out two best ofs, and one of them has a bunch of early songs, has some pre Led Zeppelin material, and he had a song with Alexis Corner's Blues Breakers as well. And then the second best of that they put out like last year or so has a bunch of unreleased stuff. So I like that, and then some stuff from his solo career. So you like that one then?
I've always liked Presence. The only one I didn't like was oh, I better not say.
Don't say that.
Oops. You know what I found out today?
What did you find
I'm
out today?
probably the last person on earth to know this. Steven Tyler fractured his larynx.
Yeah. He can't sing anymore.
What the? I just found out that today.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, it's on the Coda bonus disc.
I need
I don't remember that.
I'm gonna need it.
The album version. Maybe I sold it a couple of years ago, so I don't remember it, I guess.
Yeah, because that's you talked about Steven Tyler having fracturing his larynx. That's why I bought that best of Aerosmith for last week. Yeah.
I just find out today.
Yeah, that's why the group is retiring, because
apparently he
Tyler's
had a big argument, and all of a sudden,
can't sing anymore. No more Dream On.
No more anything.
No more nothing.
He'll be writing everything out. I guess I just found out. Does anybody have any George Formby records?
I bet one person does. I don't. You don't, do you, Doc?
I don't have any George Formby.
I bet somebody does.
I bet somebody does too.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Last Cut, record 1, side 2. Yeah, but what if you buy a CD? What if you buy a CD? No, I don't want to hear anything from Rick 9G. Get out of here.
I'm looking.
Okay. Tim was looking. So
I watched another stupid video today. I actually clicked on it. It was something about things about the Batman TV series that nobody talks about. I'm going
please.
What is there about the Batman series that nobody has talked about? So okay, I'll click on you and find out. And of course, everything's there we go,
George Formby.
Yeah, there he is. Yay.
English music hall comedian.
I actually bought this on eBay from the UK. I wanted it that bad.
Wow.
Finding them in the United States is not an easy task.
I bet not. No.
Okay.
But yeah.
I have to go shopping, Mr. Paul. Yes. But meanwhile, back at my story here, I'm watching this thing, and it's basically we're going to tell the history of the Batman TV series type thing.
Yeah.
Where they based it off the comic book, and
Yeah.
it got terrible viewer response when they tested the pilot. Oh, that, I mean, it's nothing that nobody talks about, that sort of thing. But when it got to the point about Lee Merriweather and said she took over for Julie Newmar in a couple of episodes, I went, okay, you're done. You're done.
No, she only took over for the movie.
Yeah.
Exactly. She was not in this. Well, I shouldn't say that because she is in the series as another character.
Yeah.
But she was not Catwoman.
No.
So this guy's trying to say, yes, and she took over for Julie Newmar in the series. I went, no. You are done. Bye.
Yeah.
No, this is true. No, this is true. Yeah.
Oh, and Harriet or Mrs. Mondello? They're one and the same.
Ooh. Is that
Larry
right?
Mondello's mom
big-
from Leave It to
I'm not a
Beaver.
big Leave It to Beaver watcher. But before he mentioned the Lee Merriweather thing, he went to talk about the actor who played Alfred.
Oh, yeah.
Called him Ellen Napier.
Alan Napier.
Yes, but he called him Ellen Napier,
Ellen?
and then said something about, and she was something in the series. I went like, what? Like, you think Alan Napier is a woman? And then later on, he said the thing about Lee Merriweather, and I was like, okay, this is stupid. This is crap. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I've seen him in movies back in the 30s.
But you seem to like to give him views, Doc.
No, it was a different. This isn't Rick Nine.
Oh, I thought it was
Somebody else.
It was one of those, like the title of the channels, like Amazing Things or something like that. Something that's never come up before. But
Yeah, I remember an interview with Julie Newmar saying she was doing a Western and she couldn't do the Batman movie.
oh,
And then the Eartha Kitt was doing something
McKenna's
else,
Gold.
she couldn't do it. Yeah. And so they had to get
well, Eartha Kitt hadn't been her yet anyway, so
right.
that,
Okay.
well, not for season 3 anyway.
Yeah, because
so
Julie Newmar was doing that movie, so she couldn't do it.
Yeah, the Batman movie was like a last minute decision. It was like we could make a movie during the summer, get it done, and then have footage for the next season of Batman with helicopters and motorcycles and stuff we couldn't possibly afford. That's why they did it.
And the bat spray shark
Yeah,
bat spray because the shark got
if you
in.
watch the series, you'll see the Batcopter and the Batcycle, but it's all just reused footage from the film. And that's why they made it basically. But Julie Newmar was already booked because it was a last minute decision.
Yeah.
They could show overseas too.
Right. I was so happy my mom and dad took me to the drive-in because the Batman movie was playing at the drive-in. It was a movie that I wanted to see.
Take me to see Batman.
I want to see Batman. There was all these. I remember all these cars with these kids. So,
bring on the
Batman.
It was a phenomenon. It was in 1966. It was the Beatles of television.
I know.
It was a phenomenon.
And then suddenly it was gone. You didn't want to know.
Well, it's not that they didn't want to know. It's that it kept getting worse and worse. And people started. If it would have kept the same quality of the first season, I don't think it would have. A series like that is always going to drop off a little bit. But I don't think it would have done what it did if they would have kept the budgets up and
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
it was twice a week because it was basically an hour show, but they split it
Sliced
between
it into two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
except for the third season when they cut it down
which,
to
which makes it really dumb because now you
Mhm.
don't even have cliffhangers anymore. I
Yeah.
think there's one or two. Isn't there a couple in the third season, but they just do it over the whole week?
but they're lame though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but for the most part, there's no cliffhangers anymore. For the most part,
Mm.
they only try to kill Batman and Robin once every episode instead of twice, and then Batgirl comes and saves them. Which
Mhm.
what the,
Yeah,
they're doing all right without her. Why can't they save themselves anymore?
They have some interesting cliffhangers on the Lost in Space series because you come on and the guy says last week, as you recall, the Robinsons were in this great big water tower is going to fall on them, and you look at Dr. Smith and he goes ah, and you start with the theme.
There's
yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
There's nothing
that.
interesting about Lost in Space, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Wait a minute, we have a Lost in Space and Batman expert here.
Okay, so it is
Danger.
danger.
You-
Will Robinson.
You ninny.
Yes.
Welcome, Psycho. How are you?
Welcome. What's up?
Oh, I'm out of. I'm done with work for the day. I made a new pot
Good.
of coffee. What the hell, right?
Mhm.
Yes. And then I see
Yeah.
you guys on.
Yeah.
Yay.
7:30. Ew.
Mhm.
Gonna stay up all night.
Yeah.
Mm.
But Paul, I was telling the guys I'm upset because it's going to be hot this weekend again. I'm just 102 tomorrow.
Ew.
God. I know. I just want to stay in.
I'm supposed to go to a concert Sunday. Ooh.
It's going to be hot, probably.
Uh,
Bring you plenty of water. But I mean, that's Arkansas. But
Paul in the chat, one of the things that happened with the villains was that Batman was so popular, suddenly Burgess Meredith and Cesar Romero and Julie Newmar are suddenly in demand where they hadn't been in demand. So they had to come up with new villains, and
yeah,
they just didn't have the ideas they needed.
Well,
Yeah.
you also had a lot of people who wanted to be on the show. So they had to create more.
Yeah. But but some of them were like the Puzzler was just supposed to be. I can't remember if it was the Riddler or the Joker, and they just slightly rewrote the part and came up with this character, the Puzzler, and used the exact same script. They didn't change hardly anything, and it was lame.
Yeah, but I suddenly do like Shame.
Oh yeah, with
the kid is the best part of Shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even the second time Shame shows up, I think it's a very funny episode.
Yeah.
I always thought, what the stupid cowboy villain.
Yeah.
Like the last few times I've watched it, I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
For me,
that's on season 3.
For me, the worst villain, and a lot of people will disagree and say it's someone else who I can talk about if you want. But for me, the worst villain is the Archer. Not a good villain, and Art Carney playing him was not a good idea. And just most people think False Face. False Face was fine. They just couldn't pull it off, and they knew they couldn't pull it off, but they ran out of time and had to do it anyway. But False Face is actually a good script and a good idea. You just couldn't pull it off.
I think the lamest villain was Zelda the Great.
Oh God.
Zelda.
Zelda the Great. Stink. And
Horrible.
The second lamest is probably Dr. Cassandra.
Well, yeah, a lot of those in the third season, they just didn't care anymore. They knew they were ending it, whether they told anybody or not. The couple in Britain was bad. They made that whole episode, and it's a 2-parter. I mean, they literally ran out of money even for the minimalistic sets they were doing. So they're like, what if we have a skit What if we have a show based in London and we just pump fog in everywhere? And so they had no sets, no nothing. It's just
fog.
Batman and Robin walking around in smoke, and that's supposed to be London. And I mean, it's
What,
terrible.
you weren't mesmerized by Robin being wrapped up in the cord of the bridge? That was like, oh my gosh, how is he gonna get
Oh
out?
no! And what did you think about Carolyn Jones playing the villain? I think Marcia
No,
or
that was
something.
later.
The diamonds.
'Cause that was after. Oh, Marcia, yeah, because that was after the Adams Family were canceled, so she had to have some work there. So
Yeah.
But you know what they should have done with that? They should have teamed her up with John Aston's the Riddler.
That would have been funny.
hmm
I still like when you have Liberace as a villain. It's over. Batman and Robin, you're tied to a giant candelabra. Good luck. Good luck getting out of this one, you pieces of shit.
yeah.
I wish
no
my brother
wonder-
George was here to pull the switch.
It's a wonder Ted Cassidy wasn't on Batman. Was Ted
Yeah, no
Cassidy
kidding.
on-
He would have been
made
good.
a hell of a villain or
Ted
creative
Cassidy,
villain.
he was in a window.
Oh, was okay. He's in the
Yeah,
makeup.
a lot
or
of
in the,
people wanted to be, and just
Mhm.
so some of them got window cameos, some of them didn't make it
Yeah.
out. I mean, famously, Sinatra wanted to be a villain on Batman.
Mhm.
Mad Hatter was a comics villain, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, they should have had Two-Face, Poison Ivy, Hugo Strange, Scarecrow. You know,
Well,
I mean,
Scarecrow and Two-Face, what they thought were too scary for kids.
eh,
And they were gonna try Two-Face, and they had the script made, and well, maybe not.
mm,
We'll flip it and we'll call it False Face.
see, like I said before, Clint Eastwood would have been a hell of a Two-Face.
Would've been
Oh my
interesting, yeah.
God. Uh-huh.
hmm
Lurch was in
Yeah.
the window.
That's right. Lurch was.
Oh, it's you, Batman.
It's you. I wish they would
was
have.
there anybody from the Addams family that wasn't on Batman?
Oh,
We even had Alan Hale and Phyllis Diller.
oh yeah.
Sure. They gave all the
I
good.
agree. I wish the Green Hornet would have got on longer than one season because they didn't
Mhm.
know what they were going to do. They were going to introduce Britt Reed's great uncle.
But the
You know
Ah,
who
problem
he
with
is?
the Green Hornet
Lone
is
Ranger.
Mhm.
it was supposed to be like Batman. It was supposed to be tongue in cheek, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
They took it
Mhm. That
completely
was serious.
seriously.
Yeah,
So people tuned in and expected
Mhm.
another Batman, and it wasn't.
yeah, and it wasn't. They actually, I read somewhere they actually contacted Clayton Moore. He agreed to do it like a cameo, as one
Wow.
episode, playing his great uncle, an older Lone Ranger.
Now I could see Uncle Fester as Mr. Freeze, probably.
That would have been interesting. Hey, Lisa.
Yeah.
Hey, Lisa. Well, I mean, Mr. Freeze is interesting because they got 3
Mhm.
completely different people to play
Yeah.
him. I mean,
And
they were
all of them
absolute-
killed themselves.
Catwoman too.
Yeah.
Catwoman suddenly black. It's like, how did this happen?
But Julie Newmar.
Yeah, but I still like there's the hit.
Yeah.
No, she was good. Arguably, she might have been a better Catwoman, but because of the time it was made, Catwoman always had a huge thing for Batman. I mean, Catwoman was head over heels for Batman, and they couldn't have Eartha Kitt be head over heels for Batman.
Yeah. Because he was.
Oh,
Not
but
allowed.
here's the thing. Wouldn't that have been just as shocking as the Star Trek episode
yeah,
where
Star
Kirk and
Trek.
Uhuru
Yeah.
now, and you don't see it coming, and Catwoman gives him a quick smooch before
Well,
she calls off
They
to
couldn't.
jail.
They couldn't. They wouldn't have gone on the air. The only reason
Yeah.
the Star Trek one went on the air was that the alien people forced them to kiss. That's
Oh, yeah,
the
to
only
force them
reason
to.
they got away with it. If
Mhm.
Kirk just would have kissed her, there's no way. That wasn't happening. But they
Yeah,
were
but you
forced
had a half
to do it.
hour to work with, so like the whole
You
romance
know,
thing was
that's
taken right out.
you know.
Yeah. I
But,
forgot
I
about
mean-
Joan Collins.
But I still like her, even though the shock was like, that's not Julie Newmar. But she won me over, though. I certainly like
but they had to change the character again to not be attracted to Batman, and that was half of her character.
She was a lot less leggy than Julie Newmar.
She really didn't want to kill him. She wanted to do something else with him, but she had to kill him.
I still have this idea of Julie Newmar on the stairway. She takes her leg and kind of pokes it down the stairway.
Oh, it goes sliding down.
Oh, it's you, Batman.
Yeah.
But just that visual of her on the stairway.
Yeah, that black outfit.
Holy crap.
Ooh, yeah.
I know.
Well, I always talk about there's an early episode of Catwoman, and she's talking to one of her minions or two of her minions, and she's talking about Batman. And if you watch closely, she's literally rubbing the inside of her thigh while she's talking about Batman. It's like, holy crap.
And that's 60s.
In the kid, you don't notice things like that. But as an adult,
I
you're
don't.
like,
I have to watch that
me.
again if I still have it. Yeah. Wow.
Like, wow.
I know, but as kids, we thought this was high adventure.
Oh yeah.
You know, like oh my, because
You know, DC.
Superman.
At my thrift store, they had a copy of The Great Chandel, and I didn't buy it today. I should have probably, and I didn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Thanks, Ted.
No.
Derailed.
I used to have to get some more of those DVDs because I have half of season 2, and then I have all season 1. They've been kind of expensive lately. I guess you want to buy the whole box set. I'd rather buy because I got season 3 and half of season 2 that I found at Goodwill, and I want to get the rest of it. So.
Well, it might still be. It probably will still be there.
Yeah, hope so.
It was $1.99, so I didn't buy it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I must have showed up right place, right time. We have game exchanges, which I don't. Do you have any over where you're at, Jeff? Over in OKC,
We have
game exchanges.
something like that in the town I live here, and we have a bunch of those in Oklahoma City, I'm sure.
And so I went in, and I'm like, wow, the whole Batman set.
Yeah.
I'm like, how much? And I looked. $25, and I threw that money down so fast and ran off with that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you got the complete series for $25?
Yes.
Used, probably.
Yeah.
Used, but they were very gently used.
Yeah.
Okay. DVD or Blu-ray?
DVD.
Okay.
Yeah, the Blu-ray would have been at least double.
Oh yeah.
I got mine for 35 new at one point. I got it at overstock.com at one point.
Oh, that's always a good site too.
$35.
Yes. Yeah. I spend all my money at Arby's because he wants the beats.
Yeah.
No,
I
got my Blu-ray set when it first came out for $50.
Mm-hmm.
And that was already like 5 years ago or something. So.
Dang.
But now they show it every morning on H&I or something. So
yeah, they show some of those shows. You don't have to drag out your DVDs anymore or Blu-rays.
No, I know. So sitting there on the shelf. But I'm just finishing up Lost in Space, though. So.
How many years was that on?
3.
3.
3. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Today's episode was J5 and the Haunted Lighthouse.
Oh, okay. The little guy in it. Yeah. 100 Lighthouse.
And it's a little kitty cat, Zabo, that would turn into a lion and scare the hell out of Will Robinson.
Yikes.
Whatever. I know.
That's right.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, and one of the Catwoman's pussycats was Leslie Gore.
Mm-hmm.
Here's an easy Batman trivia question.
Okay.
What group appeared on Batman but did not sing at least one of their own songs?
What, Paul Revere?
Paul Revere, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, Paul Revere and the Raiders were on, and they were wasted.
Yeah. Probably so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Cat got their tongues.
Mm.
All it takes is a what she did? She opened this box and it.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, you.
there's Chad and Jeremy. Whatever. Jeez. But she had an excuse. It loosens their vocal cords, and all it takes is this little atomizer, and you can bring their voices back.
Which, of course, Batman has in his utility belt. Just happens to have it.
He stole Steve Allen's voice too.
Mm.
I don't think they ever showed them getting Steve Allen his voice back. He's still silent.
He never got it back.
He's never got it back.
No,
Yeah.
he still can't talk. He's
But
still on. He's 132 and
yeah, that's right. And Harriet was in love with the great Shandell. And pulled the gun out. A woman can tell.
Yes.
You're not the real Shandell. You're a phony. A woman can tell.
You know they have the Batman movie as an added movie on YouTube for free.
Oh,
because I was there was commercial break, but I was looking.
My
around
God.
something.
You know, I'm sorry. Every time I do watch that, which I've watched it maybe a half a dozen times over the years, and I mean, all I keep coming back from all that is, you're that fucking stupid, Bruce Wayne. You're that fucking stupid that you couldn't figure out that Miss Kitka was Catwoman. And I'm just like, what a dumbass. How the hell did he manage to live all that?
Yeah.
That's the whole premise of all of those superhero things.
Yeah.
You know, for me, that movie's better if you watch it with the commentary track.
Yeah,
The
actual
wonderful soundtrack to the movie. Watch the commentary track with Adam West and Burt Ward. Way better than the movie.
Oh yeah, for sure. We have to address this. This is incorrect.
I dated a woman with a giant clam.
No. Jill St. John was in the first episode with the Riddler and died in the Batcave, falling into the atomic pile.
That's
right.
right.
Was that her? Okay. Didn't she dance with Batman or something? He do this dance.
You take a pretty mean cake that.
Yeah. Gosh, that was a long time ago.
The one that ended up in the giant clam was.
Oh, she fell in?
No. Sorry, I shouldn't say. She didn't get in the giant clam. Robin got in the giant clam.
Oh yeah, tried to cut off his feet.
And
make Robin a cripple.
And whoever the head. Oh, it's so horrible.
No, we're gonna.
Like he was a terrible actress, and
I know, no blood or nothing. Just
it's so horrible. It's eating him alive. Oh,
she did. Yeah, you said Jill St. John fell into the nuclear reactor, right?
That's right.
Okay.
You want some good old-fashioned obscure sounding Southern rock? Check out.
Oh.
Ooh.
Dan, since you're up here, I checked out, oh God, Zior, Zior. My God, that's on my want list now too. Another UK band from the early 70s. You know, Dan, you really come up with a lot of interesting stuff for that stuff. Now, as far as for He Said White Dog for Southern rock, I picked up not too long ago Doc Holliday, which was a Southern rock band from Georgia, and they were on A&M Records. I have two of them, 2 albums.
Yeah, well, wasn't Doc Holliday featured on Stephen Schnee's channel?
You know what? Maybe. I only get to see about this much of the Schnee's live stuff because
Seems
White
to me
Dog.
I've seen it come up somewhere.
I'll have to put that on his homework, Dan. White Dog.
Write it down.
Yeah, I've got like all kinds of things.
Fairly cheap priced reissue.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, yeah. And while you're writing that down, let's see what Mr. Teeter.
I'm over 72, and I feel great.
Excellent.
How did he go back? He's 8 years younger than he
I
used to
know.
be.
I
Time
know.
travel. How did he do that?
Time machine.
That's amazing.
Unbelievable.
Probably, Dan, less memorable than 38 Special, but I tripped on it. I have a soft spot for Southern rocks.
Mm.
Oh, who the hell am I kidding? I got a soft spot for almost every genre.
Molly Hatchet, Leonard Skinner.
Molly Hatchet.
Mhm. There you go. Allman Brothers.
Sea Level. Sea Level is another one nobody really talks about. And the last album, you have a Wings connection. Joe English performs on that last album before the band breaks up. That's where he went. He went from Wings to Sea Level. Point Blank is another good one with Nicole. Now, Duke Jupiter, I've got some Duke Jupiter CDs I picked up dirt cheap. He still jumped half an inch at 72. Yeah, half inch. That's it.
I know, but it gets worse though.
I'm over 72, and I feel great.
Toby.
That's this jump.
Highway Robbery. Check that out.
All right, hang on.
Excuse me, I just found the first season of Batman on sale for $7.50, so I had to snarf it up. So
Snarf. Snarf.
mm-hmm.
Snarf.
So all I lack is half a season, and I'm fine.
Nice.
Now we're talking about Thundercats.
Yes, I want to see Jill St. John fall into the nuclear reactor.
Help, Batman! I'm slipping.
Yeah, didn't she slide? Yeah, kind of down into the.
Hey, wait a second.
Or did she go like that?
Who was Jill St. John married to in real life?
Now she's married to Robert Wagner.
He fucking pushed her, just like Natalie.
Probably did. No, but did she get in there and go on the inside, slide down, or did she go like that? Does nobody remember?
I haven't seen that episode in a long time.
Me neither. That's why I got the first season right quick.
You don't have to wait long. It's
No,
in the
that'll be here next week. I'll be watching it.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
Yes.
For sure. No, I was going to say a half an hour ago that as kids we thought Batman was like high adventure and like wow, we're biking. And then at the 1967 Emmy Awards, they had the announcements for like the best comedy of the year, and they said and Batman, and I went, what?
Yeah.
Like, how dare they? Well, I get it now, but
Batman's a pretty good show, but it could have.
And the monkeys.
They could have showed Batman on Saturday morning. Yeah, it's kind of like reminding me of live action shows.
I do not have heart.
It is okay.
I
don't have heart to heart either.
No,
nobody has heart to hearts.
Hey, Mr. B. I can't remember that guy's name either. Hey, Mr. B.
Arnold?
No. Arnold or
hey.
Max? Was it
Max? Max
was
very good
for some reason.
Very good. Yeah, can you get me some Timbits and some coffee, please?
There you go.
I've never been to one, but I know about that.
Yeah, I'll take a.
My kid visited Canada about a few years back, so I have a Tim Hortons travel mug somewhere in here.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, being a coffee fan, you should have a coffee mug somewhere.
Everywhere.
Today it's just all the DC people, since we happen to be talking about DC.
Lovely. Are you looking forward to the DCEU? The new DCEU, that is.
No, I am so tired of all of it. I really am. You know, I know. I'm sorry. My kids like all that stuff, okay, but they didn't read the comics for 20 damn years.
Yeah.
One of everything for me fit Paul. Huh? The one of everything for me fit Paul. I don't understand.
Yeah, but the
It's
DC movie
for
stuff
fit
like
for
that,
tie-dyed. He's asking for donut orders.
Oh,
Well,
So Dan's putting in a donut order.
yeah, the one of everything, please. That's right, Dan.
Mhm.
I'm so fat now. I don't need all anymore.
Talking about fat earlier, yes.
Yeah. I got a we have a Krispy Kreme, 5-minute drive from here. We have a Dunkin' too, but you know what? I don't know about you guys, but the quality on Dunkin' in the last year or two has sucked. I mean, they taste dry all the dang time, and I'm just like, even the donut holes. I'm like, what the hell? How can you have them dry? At least Krispy Kreme's tasty, but I can only handle so much of that.
I don't have donuts anymore. They're just too. And my son, I can't go to movies because my son won't let me have popcorn. Please, no, Dad. You know
why?
He said popcorn will make me get fat.
Popcorn has almost 0 calories. Popcorn is the less fattening.
All that. How many butters, sir?
Yeah, I was gonna say those. You go to Dollar Tree and see those big bags of buttered popcorn.
Yes.
Yeah.
You buy the regular size bag of Smart Pop. There's like 35 calories in that whole bag.
But with me, I'll eat a bag in about 20 minutes.
That's
So,
still
know,
only 35 calories if you get a Smart Pop.
Well, I'll tell my son. Maybe he'll wise up. So I'll run some extra laps.
Will fill you up on like almost no calories.
Of course, and then I have to floss all those little places in your teeth.
Well, yeah, that's the
problem. I'll admit, once in a while, I'll get a Jay's Okie Dokie cheddar popcorn. That stuff's great.
I don't know what that is.
Jay, I'm surprised they have any Jay's product here in Northwest Arkansas. They're a Chicago-based company. Jay's is. True story. Most people don't know. It was a family business, but up until 1942, the real last name was Japp, Japp. And of course, they had, if you bought before 42, it was Japp. And then they're like, maybe we should. So they ended up taking the son's name, Jay. So they turned it into Jay's, and that's how it's been.
Okay. Sounds good.
How did they figure out Cars Peanuts?
What?
Cars Nuts?
Sorry, I apologize. I thought I ate enough today, but as soon as you said that, I immediately thought of, oh boy, here we go. Carvel's ice cream cakes. That's right. Go get yourself a whale. The Father's Day whale cake. But my favorite, the one that my mother would laugh at this. I remember this in the 80s because we would pick up WOR TV in New York, and Carvel's big on the East Coast. I love that station. And so when it was St. Patty's Day time, it would be Cookie O Puss, and I lost it. I just like, what the hell? I go, hey, Ma, you want a Cookie O Puss? And she'd go, shut up. So Bears are 7. Chiefs. Let me guess, preseason. It doesn't count yet, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
Football season's not till next weekend, I think.
But thank you for the update, nevertheless, Matchstick Man.
They got all the second string.
We better have a better season. God, we've been sucking all the last few years.
No, speaking about radio stations, the big radio station around here was CKLW.
I have heard of that.
CKLW,
yes. CKLW, Chum. I can't remember. I remember, like I said, in the 90s, I could pick up CBC up in northern Illinois near the Wisconsin border, playing it, but it would be like after midnight. Same thing for Chum. I couldn't get it until like midnight, and the sky would be like no clouds.
These days, yeah.
I miss it.
I used to be able to get. I mean, I'm in upstate New York, and I used to be able to get Whoa Whoa out of Chicago. That's a
Ooh.
long way from me.
Holy McMoly.
I could
Yeah.
get whoa whoa.
Damn.
Yep.
I haven't heard that name in forever.
Yeah, that was the farthest station I could get. I could get whoa whoa out of Chicago. And it's
My buddy here in the same town as me, he told me one time, he's like, Paul, he goes, if you're ever up after midnight and you got nothing to do, go to the outdoor mall. And I'm like, okay, why? He goes, go to the outdoor mall and then take your AM radio and put it at 5:30 AM. And you're going to find a little surprise. And so that's what I did. Like about a week later, for some reason, I had to go pick up somebody like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, let's see this little thing. So I park, and I turn it to 5:30, and I'm hearing easy listening music. And I'm going, all right, well, what's so big about this? And it was like Andy Williams and, that kind of stuff. Well, then between like 2 songs, it'd be every 2 songs, I heard Mexican voices. It'd be like, Tijuana, Mexico. I'm going. What the hell did I trip on? So Tijuana, Mexico's got an easy listening station.
Wow.
Last time I checked.
Mexican radio. Yes.
That's like in the early days of cable when I used to live over by Arkansas. When my channel would go off, we got channels from Tennessee, or we got a channel from Arkansas, or we got, even something from Missouri,
Nice.
That was before cable though, and cable in the early days.
Yeah, if radio wasn't bad, I'd have bought something today. I went to my thrift store today, and they had an Onkyo tuner, for a stereo for $10. I'm like, that's a really good price on this.
Yes.
But I don't need a tuner. There's nothing on the radio to listen
Really?
to.
I don't even use my tuner.
But I was looking to see if it had any inputs or anything. Maybe I could use it as a preamp, and it didn't. So I'm like, okay, this is useless to me, But for $10, it's a steal. But
what amazed me is that even Paul Schaefer from the David Letterman show knew all about CKLW.
Yeah.
Well, it had to have been.
This is really the way I sound, very similar to the way I sound, especially first thing in the morning. I'll get up and almost like a disc jockey. Don't I sound
do you want to do a little disc jockey?
I can do a little power jock stuff.
All right, let me hear it just a little bit. You want the jingles for this?
Yeah, let's see this.
Because this is the way all radio stations sounded from like 64 to about 72.
Let's see how close I can
Okay, Howard, do you have the jingles ready?
The Big 8 CKLW.
Yeah, it's Paul Shaver coming at you on CKLW Power All Guns N' Roses Radio. Guns N' Roses Radio here on CKLW. Let's check the time right now.
CK time.
Hey, it is 5:37 on CKLW All Guns N' Roses Radio. Let's have a weather jingle right now.
Motor City weather.
41 All Guns N' Roses degrees on CKLW.
Now,
let's hear a little music now.
Now this is no wait.
One from the vaults now on CKLW from the Norman Whitfield vaults. We're gonna go back in time with an old Motown classic entitled "Papa Was a Rolling Stone" on CKLW All Guns N' Roses Radio.
You're CKLW.
Oh, hi, we're back. Thank you very much.
There we go.
Oh, God.
I did not watch that without laughing.
I didn't even sound that good when I was a DJ. My voice is too high.
Well, this is true. But it just goes to show the power of CKLW.
CKLW.
Yes.
CKLW.
50,000 watts of pure Guns N' Roses power. No, it used to cover the eastern half of North America, I think.
Oh, damn.
Well, at night, like
Yeah, I
down
don't.
into Tennessee and Georgia.
I don't remember CKLW, but Whoa was 50,000 watts too. So I mean, obviously, I'm getting it. 1,000 miles away or more, obviously. And I live in a valley. That's the weird part. I live in a valley, and I was still getting it.
Weird. I never noticed that. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, CKLW changed formats long ago when that whole top 40 radio fizzled.
No, yeah, when it fizzled out.
Now it's just a news station. So, so much for Guns N' Roses Power Radio at CKLW.
Yeah. The big stations in Oklahoma City, one of them is a sports channel, and the other one is an oldies channel. So
we don't even have an oldies channel anymore. We have a channel that plays 80s and 90s, and that's about it.
That's one of the channels where I live. It's called KOMA 1520, and every decade they play stuff. Oh, it's an oldie. It's from the 1990s.
It's the oldie.
From the 50s anymore.
I've been complaining about this for almost 2 years now since it took me off the air. But we had a station, WEHH, that played sort of loungy stuff, but not only lounge. They played some rock and roll. They played some new stuff. It was an interesting mix of music. And the thing I liked about it was I listened to that station over a month before I heard a song twice.
Yeah.
Where can you find that on radio these days?
Yeah,
you can't.
nowadays.
And that was and the reason I started listening to it was the very first song I heard. I'm flipping the dial trying to find something worth listening to go to bed to on the radio. And I'm flipping the dial and I hear Blue Turning Gray Over You by Ringo Starr from his Sentimental Journey album on the radio. And
oh Jesus, no! I forgot about that clip.
Poor kitty, he jumped away.
Hell with the snowman.
That's Ace.
That's cute.
So yeah, I mean, I heard Ringo from his Sentimental Journey album on the radio. So my dial just stayed there till that station went off.
Wow.
Why would I change it? I mean, that's an amazing thing to hear on the radio.
Right. Well, I mean, what was it? Sort of same thing in a way, but it was Tulsa from here. And they had this college station. It was like, I want to say 106 or 107 up on the dial. But you couldn't get it in the daytime. You had to wait till the sun went down and then you had better chances. But so I kept it on one of my presets because one night I'm listening, right, just out of the blue. And then I hear me and Magdalena. I'm going. What the hell? You're playing Monkeys? And I'm like, you're staying here now.
Yeah. Surprise.
I think in the 70s, when I lived over there was a Tulsa channel that played oldies called KAKC FM. I think it's a news channel now. So I lived over there, New Tulsa.
WHNE Honey Radio. That played
Honey Radio.
Yeah. Except, like, what's all this oldie stuff? I'm gonna listen to the new stuff like Herman's Hermits and stuff.
Yeah. Like we play oldies, and this one's from 1990. Yeah, they played an oldie radio, and they played the Cars. And I thought, yeah.
Here on Oldies Radio, Nirvana. Here you go.
Even the 80s is an oldie now because, I mean, think about it. Think about when in the late 70s and 80s when they had oldies weekends. They're playing 50s and 60s. That's only music between 10 and 20 years old.
Right.
So they could be playing music from 2002 going, this is an oldie because by the standards of then it was, so, but it's just,
I
good
know of
music.
the album. I'm looking for an original on Stax. I have the reissue, which is early times, is what they call it. And Black Oak look like it looks like an animation cell from a cartoon. Like every band member is like even Jim Dandy. I could see him in cartoon form. So anybody kind of know where there's a nobody else. I would love to find one.
Go, Jim Dandy. Go, Jim Dandy.
Yeah.
I
Well, you know what?
remember
He's sick right now, unfortunately. So
Is he?
hopefully he can. Yeah. They just put an album out in God, it's almost a year ago. It's called Devil's Jukebox. And oh yeah, Cat. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, wait a minute, Devil's Jukebox. Uh-oh. She's like the tail is smacking against the video cam. You be nice.
Didn't
Be
he
nice.
have an affair or kind of a relationship in the 70s with Linda Blair for a little while?
Yes. I heard about that.
I remember reading it somewhere.
I'll tell you, I think my favorite, though, truthfully, I'm sorry, not a lot of people know about Ruby Starr, but she had a hell of a voice.
Mhm.
I really wish I could have met her.
Mhm.
Black murky cover.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, is the black murky cover with the name. But yeah, they got Stax as there was their first label.
You'll have to write that down too.
Oh no, I got that in my head. I already,
Yeah.
no, I like I said, I've
When
got the
did that come
reissue.
out? Because that's probably why it's
69.
okay.
I want
Okay,
to say.
okay. It didn't happen
Yeah.
yet because Stax got bought around 72, something like
Yeah.
that. That's what happened to Big Star. Big Star was on Art, was distributed by Stax, and Art got sold, and they just got washed away. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Him and that killer washboard.
Oh, I was gonna tell DC the worst thing about me losing the station WEHH is they reconfigured our dials, both AM and FM, and there wasn't new stations or anything. They just gave the most popular stations a whole bunch of more things, so they could be 93.1, 93.5, 93.9. They just stretched out their bandwidths, and if you weren't a big station, they just took it away from you. And it's like, that's the FCC, and that's not cool at all.
Right.
That's bullshit.
Probably because radios are so crappy now that they can't pick them up. I mean, I'd have a hard time picking that station up, and it's close by. But it had such a narrow bandwidth because that's all they would give it, and then they eventually just took it away from them. And I'm like,
Well, like I said, I remember tripping on an article. It was like a few months back. I can't remember if it's the 2024s or the 2025 models. I am led to believe that most of the cars will not have AM radio as an option. Yeah. Now you. Yeah. So yes, we're getting to that point now. I'm like, oh,
yeah. Well, half of the radio, if you buy a radio these days, half of them don't come with AM.
Yeah, AM, FM.
You had enough losing the disc players. No.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's.
See, I'm blessed. I got my 2011.
Where am I going to play that Petula Clark?
Petula Clark, yeah.
Yes. Well, you could play it downtown.
Yeah.
Not in my car though.
Oh.
Doc, I know a place you could play it.
Yeah.
Damn it, you just swiped the next line. I was good. Good for you, Tim.
Yeah.
Maybe in the south.
It's time to play the other one though now. You know the other one?
Did I kill the conversation?
Oh my God.
That's a good
one. What? Another Dr. Z hater? Come on.
No,
No,
it's
it's
just
okay.
it scarred me. That's all.
Yeah, it kind of scared you. Yeah.
Oh, geez, I got things scary more than that.
Can you
I
put it in
normally
English that people can understand?
No, I stick one of these in the car and I'm done.
That's what I do too. I listen to podcasts in my car mostly.
Yeah, me too. I found a bunch of audio books online, some
Oh, there you go.
biographies and some, because I have all the time in my hands. Yeah, I can get on the couch and put an audio book on the internet, and I can doze. Oh, that was a good book, and it's all over.
Uh-oh. Another one for Paul to write.
Yes.
But yeah,
Heck was that?
just play in the car. Or else when you buy your Petula Clark, how you gonna listen to it in the car? It's a must-have. It's a must-have. Even if you get to Achilles' Last Stand and have to hear that live. Oh no. They were a Japanese garage band. I'm
sorry, I don't speak Japanese.
Dan, are they as good as the Mops? I love the Mops. Mops were a Japanese garage band.
My wife liked a Japanese heavy metal guitarist, and his name was Gakt.
Gakt.
Gakt. And there was a lot of Japanese boy bands over there at the time, and there still are a bunch of them.
They're 40 years old, but they're a boy band still.
Yeah, a lot of them are pushing 50, but they, like there were boy bands in the 70s. They're boy band with their gray hair.
How old is Hangy
like
now?
him. Hangy's so close to 70. My Hangy CD's down there.
I got a Hangy album. I got one.
Me too. I have a Hangy CD. My cartridge coming out.
Yes, I still don't know. It's in there somewhere by notebooks.
We've got it. Yes.
There you go.
Tim's
time, Doc. Here's this. I'm still looking for my Hangy.
Oh my gosh, you got the bulletin board. Wow.
Geez, look at that. You don't see that one that often.
That was a gift from James Farley.
Oh, nice.
Oh, no kidding.
Here it is.
Really?
I mean, how many of us have a Hangy CD?
Yeah.
I've got the Mama album. That's what I've got.
Yeah, that one has Mama on
it. Wonderful.
Fascinating.
Well, what was it when I did that VC Christmas tune, the real awful one I did?
Better late than never.
There you go.
Yes. I still wish they should put he did a duet with himself. Hangy as an older man and Hangy as a kid. It's a little weird, but it's.
I only have one, and it's the Christmas album for Brady.
I don't have any Brady.
Sorry. That's got to be painful. Ooh.
I've never listened to it.
And the greatest hits. You need the greatest hits. It's a must.
Yeah, I've got the greatest hits on CD though.
Yeah, on CD,
signed by Terry Williams.
I don't even have the Christmas on album. I have it on CD. I have the one with "Love Me Do." I think is the only one I have. The white one, just the Brady Kids album. I don't even know if it has a title.
They tackled "Love Me Do," huh?
I have a Brady Bunch Christmas album somewhere.
It's Saturday in the Park, and I think Day After Day.
Oh God, no!
Tim, do you have a record?
No.
We played section.
No. I have a lot of sealed albums, but they're just sealed because I haven't played it. I'm not one person that buys an album, comes home right away, and opens it up. If I'm not going to play it right away, I leave it sealed until I don't see the point in opening it up.
Right.
Can't find them.
Can't find them?
No.
Sometime I want you to check something for me, Doc.
What's that?
I want you to, that Genesis CD you got from Robert P?
Yes.
Does it have the 1999 remake of Carpet Crawlers, or is it the original version?
I think it's the original.
Is it? Okay. That's okay. There's only one. It's the one best of that was the the first best of before the last domino is the only one place you can get that.
It's
Right.
on there, but I think it's the original.
Yeah. Okay, well that's fine.
Okay,
I like that one.
make this work. There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's the CD.
Yeah.
But look at the sad part.
It's the sunshine.
Oh,
Oh,
These days, that's not a print. That's probably worth some money these days.
what's the label is it
worth
on?
$8.99.
Rhino or?
No, it's like MCA or something like
Oh,
that.
okay.
It's not.
Mhm.
I forget who, but
They actually did sing.
Wait a minute. I don't know if you can read this or not. Get that in there. Cindy Brady singing Frosty the Snowman.
Oh, dear God.
Yes.
Yes,
Hi, Big Clips.
we've got it.
Frosty
We've got
the
it.
Snowman.
Yeah.
Yes. Hi, Big Clips.
Wow. We've got Brady Bunch. Yes, we do. How often does this get played? Not a lot.
Not very often, guys.
Not a
Sorry.
oh, I love Brady Bunch. I think they're great.
Time to change.
Yeah. A few years ago.
Pretty sad. Oh, well.
Like I said, one time on my radio show, my Sunday morning radio show, I went right from Nirvana's Rape Me right into Brady Bunch's Sunshiny Day. I had people calling me going, did you just have Nirvana's Rape Me and you're playing the Bradys? Yeah. So you got the right station. And one of them said, you're fucked up, dude. I'm like, not as much fucked up as you probably are in your hangover. Have a nice day. Click.
Yeah, I've got the small Hanna-Barbera box. So it's a lot of theme song type stuff.
Cool.
Some, what do you call it? Like incidental music and one disc of sound effects.
Okay.
So it's kind of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you like this theme from Space Ghost, yeah.
Your theme. Oh, you have the theme from Johnny Quest too.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's one of everybody's favorites. That's
I know.
right up there with Banana Splits.
The original.
Tra la 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 la.
Now, do you have the theme from the Jetsons?
Yes.
That's that cartoon.
I have a 12-inch single of that with the regular and a couple of remixes. I'm not kidding.
Yeah. How many people remember watching cartoons in black and white?
Well, yeah.
Well, I do because we didn't have a color TV till like
Okay, yeah, because color. Well, my dad sold them, so we got color. From the
yeah. I don't think we got ours till like 79 or 80.
Yeah, because we had Rocky and Bullwinkle on black and white, and all different sorts of shows.
No, we didn't get color TV until about 72, roughly.
Or did you?
Yeah, that's about when we got it. And I've told this story before, but me and my brother were shocked. They bring in this big, huge box and they set it up, and it's a console and everything, and it's in color. And then my mom and dad, after they finished setting it up, looked at me and my brother and said, "Now, would you like our black and white television in your bedroom?" We just looked at each other like, we can have Christmas, and we both like, you don't want it in your room? Like, no. So I didn't see color television till like the 80s, really. I mean, if I wanted to watch what my mom and dad were watching, that's why they did it. They could watch whatever they wanted to watch from that moment on, and we had our own TV in our bedroom that we could go watch in black and white.
Yeah,
I remember that too.
It was the 80s before I ever saw like Get Smart and Color and shows like that. They're my favorite shows because I saw them in black.
But see, my mom and dad had a big console TV that my dad got at a discount because he sold them. So, and it had one of those, not a remote, but a kind of thing that goes all the way around and to the, to the 3 channels. You go over and press it, and it'll go all the way around, and you can watch the channels that way.
Is this a thing? We got a band dressed up as the Gilligan's Island characters.
Mrs. L played keyboards.
Do they have like the 3 girls come up front and do the? What was it? No, was it the honeybees?
Yeah, You Need Us.
It was the 3 girls on Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
And then You Need Us.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Yeah, Bonanza was shot in color in the early days, so it looked really good later on.
Well,
some shows
I
are
could
shot that
never
way.
understand why, starting with the 2nd season, why they started shooting Superman in color. Hardly anybody had a color TV in 1956 or whenever that was.
Did anybody see the recent interview with Tina Louise?
Yes.
No,
Oh,
I didn't know.
She looks a bit rough.
She looks awful.
She's 90. She's 90.
She had this,
Hi, Mike.
what is
Yeah,
she
her
making?
hair. Yeah, she looks like she washed her hair and didn't dry it. It's just kind of like clung to her face. Yeah.
Stringy and terrible turkey neck.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
remember,
course,
Doc?
you got a map of Iraq on your neck when you're 90. I mean, come on.
But, it's sad to see her in such shape.
Gilligan was a long time ago.
However, she is still so bitter about Gilligan's Island.
Yeah. She thought she was a star.
Yeah. Well, like she's sitting there, and there's 2 girls going to interview her, and they're going like, "Oh, you were on Gilligan's Island. Oh, that must have been so much fun." And she's going like, "I want to talk about my book."
Yeah.
The last thing I remember seeing her on, I guess for a little bit, she was on Dallas.
Yeah.
She had like for a couple episodes, she was a character. That's the last thing I remember.
Gilligan went off. She did some television work, and then she did a few movies and some more television work, and then she was on Dallas. And I guess I remember hearing about 10 years ago, she was like a lady of not necessarily a hooker prostitute, but she would accompany take ladies, like when a man takes someone
escort.
out. An escort. Yeah. She worked as an escort in New York City.
An 80-year-old escort? No, thanks.
Yeah.
I could bring my mom, thanks.
Maybe in the 70s, but I cut off point about 76 after that.
I just watched, this was a few months old, a reunion of the Breakfast Club.
Wow.
And that was it's worth watching because it was actually really funny and really good. But the thing that amazes me is the 2 people that look most like they did in that movie are Molly Ringwald looks exactly the same. She is aged so well. And Judd Nelson.
Oh,
Judd
really?
Nelson had a big gray beard, but if you could picture him without that gray beard, and he looked the same. Anthony Michael Hall is unrecognizable, and Ali Sheedy looks like a school teacher contemplating retirement. Neither of those 2 looked good at all, but Molly Ringwald looks the same. It's like
was Emilio, what's his name?
Emilio didn't show up, so I don't know. He didn't. He didn't. It was just 4 out of the 5 of them.
Okay, Emilio Estevez one there.
Molly Ringwald looked the same. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, but it's funny.
Nelson does too, except for the big beard.
If it wasn't for Gilligan's Island, we wouldn't even know Tina Louise.
I know. I don't know who she was.
Because without that show, she's nothing. Yes.
Now,
50 years later, she still hates being Ginger Grant.
Yeah.
At one point in my record collection, but it's been years since I had it. I was going through a big bunch of albums that came through the local resale shop, and I pulled this one. It was a color cover, and I'm looking and I'm like, wait a minute, why does this one look familiar? And you could see in teeny tiny letters in the corner, model Tina Louise. And I'm going, this was like maybe 5 to 10 years before Gilligan.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like, so she was a model maybe for record covers for easy listening stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I think I've seen her on
Me
a
too.
record cover or two before.
I mean, she started acting in like the real early 60s. Yeah.
Wow.
You can see him in movies. And
You know who's on tons of record covers before she was famous? Jane Mansfield. You guys know this. She's on at least like a half a dozen record covers before she ever got famous.
No, I'm sure.
She's on a lot of. I have 2 or 3 of them. She's on a lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah. But she was, but Tina Louise thought it was going to be the Ginger Show.
Well, yeah.
On Gilligan's Island, and I read somewhere they had a 4th season. They were going to write Tina Louise out of the show, have her being rescued.
Yeah, but they could have replaced her like they did 3 times.
I know, but they were going to. They're going to replace her with somebody else.
I think it would have been funny if they didn't replace her and she just got rescued. I think it would have been right in her character and not told anybody about the other people on the island. That's to make her character perfectly. Well, it's her actual personality, not her character, but actually who she is. It fits it perfectly.
It would have been.
Yes,
hit the
Karma would have bit her in the ass like the boat would have sunk after she got rescued.
Oh, I didn't know this. She was an accomplished violinist.
Didn't know that.
I just learned that recently, actually, but she was.
Wow.
I learned over this week sometime.
Yeah. Yeah, but that interview, she really looked rough. Like
she does. She does. Yeah. So you're the last person from Gilligan's Island still alive? Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, Don Wells died of COVID a couple years ago. It was her, and Don Wells looked wonderful.
Yes.
You know,
she's the only one I got to meet from that show.
She's so sweet.
What a sweetie.
I never understood why, but any of you guys ever watch? It was sort of a local thing, but it did get broadcast in certain places. The show on PBS, The Furniture Guys, where they fixed up. It was this fat guy and then this balding guy with a ponytail, and they fixed up furniture. And they had their own low-rent version of Vince Guaraldi that would play piano in the middle of the show. And Don Wells showed up on that show quite a few times.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's funny, everybody but Tina Louise embraced that show.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like Alan Hale loved being
He was the skipper. Yeah, in the rest of his
never
life.
took the hat off.
But have you guys ever seen any old movies with Alan Hale Jr.?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
surprises the hell out of me when he shows up.
But his father, he wound up looking exactly like his father. I mean, it's rare to see a father and a son look so much like. It was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I read where Don Wells actually took care of Natalie Schaefer in the last couple of years of her life.
I forgot about this.
That's true?
Yes.
I've never clicked on that thing.
Oh, okay.
I recommend it all the time.
Oh, she
Never
did?
clicked on it.
Okay.
Which surprised me in the day. I'm like, wow.
They must have paid her a lot.
Yeah, give her a
Must
big
have.
time.
Well,
No, but
they don't think
seriously,
charity, though, but still.
Don Wells actually took care of Natalie Schaefer the last couple of years of her life.
That's true.
Wow.
I read that.
And I think Natalie Schaefer may have given Don Wells a little bit of her inheritance, perhaps.
Wow. I can't remember what it was, but I watched a movie a few weeks ago that had Natalie Schaefer in it. I was like, like a movie from like the 40s.
Ooh.
And on the Dukes of Hazzard thing, I was not a big fan of Vance and Coy either. Trust me, that was lame.
Well, yeah, but that was done out of necessity, though.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Fascinating.
Tried to spin off Alan Hale Jr. was in a few episodes of the last season of the Wild Wild West after Ross Martin had his heart attack.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because they had a lot of guest stars.
Oh my!
With not William Shatner, Robert Conrad.
Right. How many years was that on?
4.
Wow. I like that show. I always liked that show.
It was kind of like kind of like a Western James Bond, because he had the Derringer come out of his boot, and
Victor Bono was really good in that show as a bad guy.
Victor Bono was as good as any bad guy.
Oh yeah,
right. And Dr. Lovelace.
Miguelito Lovelace.
Yeah, Lovelace.
He was originally from Oklahoma. And he
Oh.
died, and they buried him in Florida because that's where his elderly parents lived.
Oh.
He had a cousin who lived in the Oklahoma City area, had him exhumed, and let's see, what's his name? Michael Dunn. His real name was Gary Miller. He's buried in the cemetery in Norman, Oklahoma.
Oh. Well, guys, I'm gonna have to split. I got to take the kid to work. So thanks for having me on, and have a great night, guys. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye, Mr. Psycho. Bye.
Bye.
Oh,
interesting stuff. Well, boy, our evening's gone quick.
Wow.
I know.
Nothing like 50-year-old gossip to make a show.
Yeah,
that's
or
really
50-year-old gossip. Yeah.
I love that.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, she did for an Alkie. What?
Dawn Wells looked wonderful. I mean, she was 80 years old. She looked like she was like 40,
What do you mean she's an Alkie?
I don't know
that
what that
doesn't
is.
sound right.
Yeah, I never heard that.
I never heard it.
And when she showed up in the first Gilligan's Island movie, 1978, not that much later from the series,
Mhm.
Oh,
Well, it's only 10 years
I know.
between the series and the movies.
Yeah.
And somewhere on YouTube, they've another recommended thing like cartoons from the 70s you have forgotten, and in the thumbnail they've got Gilligan's Planet.
Oh, please.
But the thing goes back to Tina Louise. I ain't doing no cartoon. So,
But now, go ahead.
Yeah, they had to draw her different.
Yeah, didn't Dawn Wells do Gilligan, Ginger and Marianne?
The second season.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the first season they had Jane Webb.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which, like, who cares? Like we're not gonna get Tina Louise, whatever. But it was just funny how they had to redraw the character of Ginger. So I can't make her look like Tina Louise. No way. So.
Because they had the Gilligan's Island cartoon series.
Yeah.
But
that was it.
And then Gilligan's Planet.
That was the second season.
Yeah, she had a DUI, and also she was arrested because she had marijuana for a time. She smoked marijuana for a time.
Well, no, I think I watched He-Man a little bit and Thundercats.
Yeah, a little bit, not that
much. Because I was working by then. Saturday morning was kind of.
No, me too. I was doing yard work and stuff.
Every show had a screeching noise on dirt roads.
Yes.
Yeah. I imagine when Tina Louise passes, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of
no,
because I think the fan base is kind of like.
She has.
I think there will. I think there will, just because she's the last man
the last
standing.
survivor. She has a grown daughter who was born in the late 60s, I think.
They only got residuals for like the first I don't know, dozen
Like
replays.
three or four reruns.
Yeah, it
And the
wasn't
show ended in 1967.
Yeah, so after about the 12th replay, nope,
So
they're done.
when you pop your DVD in, they don't get a residual. So
No. Oh, this is for like
the original, yeah.
reruns on television. Whether they got anything from DVD sales, I don't know.
I remember the original CBS. It says CBS now in color, and you show her the now it's it right. I remember watching that, when it was on the network on CBS.
CBS killed Gilligan.
I know. Well, no, actually, Mrs. Paley killed him because Mrs. Paley wanted Gunsmoke.
That's right.
And if you had to have Gunsmoke, you had to kill Gilligan. And yeah, that's the original Hawaii Five-O is a great series, but on the Freevee channel, you could watch it for free.
Ooh.
Original, because I watched some episodes of the original Hawaii Five-O.
Ah,
that's another show I used to watch.
We're still looking for reruns of the Rockford Files.
Oh, the Rockford Files. I bet they're out there somewhere.
Oh, they gotta be out there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves Jim Rockford.
I can watch them anytime I want.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
ooh, aren't you
Ken Johnner was always giving a bunch of money to the University of Oklahoma because he was from that area.
Well, I'm still on Lost in Space.
I really like to watch Ironside with Raymond Burr in a.
No, nothing with Raymond Burr, please.
You don't like Raymond Burr?
No, he's frightening.
I love him in Perry Mason.
Perry Mason, yeah.
But,
I like it.
I just looked right through you.
And actually, he got slightly chubbier the last couple of seasons.
Oh no, he started getting chubbier in the second season.
Oh yeah,
he's a pretty thin guy in the first season, and he got bigger and bigger, and every season he was a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, who replaced Lieutenant Tragg?
I don't know the guy's name, but he was
Richard
a younger.
Anderson. Richard Anderson was on there for a little bit.
Guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Tina Louise marooned herself. She's like, nobody cares about Tina Louise.
And Ava Grubb too, the lookalike.
I found out because I was watching it, and Tragg wasn't in it, but he still got a credit. And I'm like, I thought he when he died, he went quick, and he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually gave him credit until he died. And once he died, they took the credit off. But
because the same thing.
They left Ray Collins on the credits until he died.
And the guy who played Hamilton Berger, they insisted they kept him in the credits. So he was had a really bad operation or something, had to be off.
Yeah, which was very, more than fair.
Tina Louise, what a maroon. Yeah, it was good to be a TV criminal.
Oh yeah, in the 70s.
Cannon, Ironsides, Barnaby Jones. They aren't catching anyone under the age of 60.
Mm-hmm.
Raymond Burr's from New Westminster. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyone fired up for?
Yes. I'm a big fan of the Dragnet series with Jack Webb. Because I watched it when I was a little kid, and my wife gifted me all 4 seasons on DVD about 10 years ago, and I still have them. I was over at my mom and dad's house eating dinner, and what'd you get for Christmas? I got Dragnet. Oh, the 60s series. And my dad looked at me and said, he had a Dragnet series in the 50s. And oh, really?
No.
So I went to Goodwill.
The 50s one doesn't have David Cassidy in it. So.
No, but it's got some early actresses. It's got like Martin Milner. An episode of Dragnet, he's about 14, and
that's what's great about all those shows. You see, Rockford Files, especially the first couple seasons, have tons of people that made it later.
Mm-hmm.
I always say Farrah Fawcett and Suzanne Summers are in the same episode of the Rockford Files.
Yeah.
Oh,
hmm
ooh, scary. Yeah, get Christy Love.
And don't. I'm not going to say anything about that movie that she's in.
Cap it, Shiggy. Yeah, the Mod Squad.
Do you have Tim? Do you have a copy of Myra Breckenridge?
I have it as a file. I can put it
Okay.
on. It's on my list to put on DVD, but I haven't done it yet.
I'm not going to. Well, Farrah Fawcett winds up in bed with Raquel Welch, so that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, and just for those people who missed.
I'm over 72, and I feel great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just seeing those was a highlight of my teenage years, and but there you go. Yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
The camera twin, Barnaby Jones. Oh yeah, because Barnaby Jones was getting old then. Buddy Ebsen.
Yeah, Jack Webb was in both Dragnet series.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the original, and he was going to be in a third Dragnet series, but he died.
Oops. Well, that took care of
1982.
that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and Adam 12 and Emergency, and he did a cheesy series about UFOs as well.
Jack Webb?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember what it was called, but he narrated it.
And if it wasn't for that blast, he wouldn't even jump that high.
Right. Yeah, for the 1982 Dragnet, he was going to get one of the guys from Adam 12. That Kent McCord was going to be his. No, Malloy wouldn't have been died in the series, but Jim Reed was going to be his new partner. And he died.
Is Adam 12 behind Emergency?
No, it's in front of it. No, well, they were concurrent for a little bit.
Who's
because Adam 12?
Adam 12 came first. Emergency was a spinoff of Adam 12.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who's behind Julie London? There's a guy named Bobby Troop. That's her next husband. He was also a friend of Jack Webb. So
Bobby Troop has a really interesting lounge album that I've been looking for.
Yeah, Project UFO.
You can never find it cheap.
Mm-hmm.
And Bobby Troop, the most famous thing he ever did is not Emergency. Bobby Troop wrote Route 66.
Mm-hmm.
Wrote it.
Yes, he wrote it.
He didn't claim it. He wrote it.
Well, I'm sure he did the first version, but it got covered a billion times.
Now, didn't Julie London?
He was a jazz musician. He was a jazz pianist and a singer.
Oh no! Yes, to roll the play. Yeah, come on now, Jack.
No, she was going to replace Diane Carroll on Julia.
Yeah, come on. The idea of it is that scare you to death. Yeah.
Still live.
We are.
Yeah,
still alive.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So Bobby must have gotten royalties for the Route 66 show.
Probably. We wrote the theme song, so he got at least that.
Yeah, maybe. She was in 3 or 4. He was actually in the Dragnet movie that was in 1966 that they showed after 1969 after the second series ended. It was a movie, and it's on season 4 of the DVD if you have it. But still, there was a Dragnet movie in it as well.
Question?
Yeah, you gonna go see it?
No.
I'm going to.
Poor quality. It's such. I'll have to drive literally 150 miles to go see it.
Yeah.
And B, it's shot on mid 1970s videotape.
Yeah.
It'll sound great. I have no doubt it'll sound great, but
it's gonna look horrible. Oh,
yeah,
it's not gonna be
on the run. Yeah.
An original 16 millimeter print of Let It Be would put One Hand Clapping to shame quality wise, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah.
Not gonna look good.
So no, I'm not gonna. If it was playing in my town somewhere, I would probably go see it, but I'm not going to travel a long way to go
Me
see
neither.
it.
Not worth the money.
No.
Sorry to disappoint.
I'm trying to talk my son into going with me to see that new Alien movie. I hear it's pretty good.
I've heard good things, yes.
Yeah.
Dave wants to know if Hawaiian Eye was.
Hawaiian Eye is okay. You do know the first season of Hawaiian Eye is on YouTube.
Oh,
If you'd
there
like
you
to see
go.
it. Mhm.
Hmm.
Mhm. And they're putting a bunch of seasons of that stuff that Shaw used to watch on MeTV, that 77 Sunset Strip with Efren Zimbalist Jr. and the guy who married Anne Margaret, Roger Smith.
I saw Shout Factory's channel on YouTube was having a marathon of ALF episodes.
Yes.
No, thank you.
No, nah.
No, thank you. I'm not watching ALF.
Mm-mm.
Sorry. So anyway, I think what we're going to do is we're going to put this episode of Soup in the can. Okay?
Boy, this one's going fast.
I know.
Yeah. We'll
So-
be back Sunday.
Well, yeah, do not be so sorry. We will come back on Sunday. You can watch this again and again and
Yes.
share it and like it.
Be careful because the killer snowman will be here.
Oh no! I don't want to watch that because
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese.
I don't want to bother.
Right.
So anyway,
Hey,
bye, Larry, Jeff, and Tim. Bye.
see y'all later.
Roy.
Bye, everyone.
I have to leave you now. So like,
Mhm.
take care, everyone, and be good. Eat a carrot,
Mhm.
and good night, everyone.